students. The safety and security of female students has always been paramount, allowing them to grow and explore their skill sets, as well as have time and space for recreational activities. An educational institute cannot simply restrict itself to intellectual growth. We at AIT believe students can do their best only if they are physically strong and healthy. Food preparations adhere to the highest standards of hygiene and cleanliness. The diet is structured to support the young and growing age of the students. Therefore, AIT provides them with a wide variety of nutritious meals. The world outside moves ahead at a breakneck pace. The developments taking place in a large variety of industrial sectors drives the need to keep students abreast with current progress. AIT recognizes this and takes extra measures to ensure students are ready for the future to come. There are recurring sessions and guest lectures, right from commissioned army officers to scientists to corporate representatives and successful entrepreneurs. These are the guiding lights and mentors which prepare our students for the opportunities that are in store for them in the future. As for AIT's inter-college activities and fests, the entire campus lights up to welcome its guests and sets up a thriving atmosphere for everyone. From racking brains to solve tough problems, to staging plays around social issues. From 3D printers to make tiny models, to the miniature models of the DRDO that increase awareness of the prowess of the Indian Army. From robots battling each other for victory, to brains battling it out to solve business issues. From rocking it out at musical night to dancing it out to gain victory. The students at AIT have always been competitive by nature, never settling for less and giving it their all. The results have been evident with the numerous awards that the college has won over the years. Right from coveted awards at major events such as MindSpark to being a part of the top winners at national events across the country, AIT has made its mark across many areas.
In 2017, AIT was awarded with the Best Professional College Awards by the SPPU. Research and innovations are the two important pillars of our institute along with the academics. Faculty research, patents, hackathon are the active buzzwords at the campus.
This is from my fourth company that I'm coming here, and I'm glad that everywhere, wherever I've gone and I've picked up students from AIT, the experience has always been on the rise. The kind of professionals that come out of the AIT alumnus, it's just amazing. When people coming from the army background, you get a lot of dedicated, disciplined, never say die attitude kind of guys.
In one of the organizations, I had an opportunity to recommend Army Institute of Technology as one of the institutes from where we should take the students. The Army Institute of Technology has an edge over other institutes. And when I look at how part of it, first is the quality of students in terms of their discipline, in terms of their adaptability, in terms of their ability to learn and willingness to learn. Huge amount of difference I can see in the students, the quality of students from Army Institute of Technology as compared to other institutes.
Since inception, when the first batch passed out in 1998, we have consistently recorded above 90% campus placements. The quality of placements especially is very good when it comes to the number of and nature of industries visiting the campus. We have all the industries from all domains visiting our campus. Manufacturing, engineering, consulting, IT product, IT services, telecom, analytics and whatnot. If we see the range of industries, we have around 60 to 70 industries every year visiting the campus. We have a very healthy target of achieving 100% placements by 2020 with average salary of rupees 6 lakhs per annum.
From its origins in 1998 to the present in 2018, The Army Institute of Technology has grown, evolved, and achieved heights never seen before, bringing its students a name to be proud of and setting their career path and preparing them for a life of immense success ahead.
I am Brigadier Abhay Bhatt. I am the 9th Director of Army Institute of Technology. Army Institute of Technology has a checkered history of last 24 years. Today, we have risen to a very high ranking nationally at the ranking of 77. In the Western region, we are in top 8, and in Pune, we are considered to be amongst the top 3 engineering colleges. As per our vision, we are committed to provide total quality engineers to the nation. And towards that, we ensure all-round development of our students. For this, we are drawing a roadmap which includes both vertical and horizontal growth. We are also introducing new and modern processes to enhance our teaching and learning process. We are also moving towards attaining academic autonomy to achieve our goals. We are also keen to focus on research, development and innovation and enhanced industry interface. Most of our students have joined corporate sectors. Some of them have also joined defense forces and serving the nation in this capacity. Striving to achieve our objectives, as per our motto, we are always rising onward to glory. Jai Hind.
The development of any student requires an all-round approach, and such a holistic perspective has always been the essence here at the Army Institute of Technology.
The story starts with General Bipin Chandra Joshi becoming the Chief of Army Staff. He said that the Army has been running Army schools for a very long time. Why haven't we graduated to running Army colleges? The idea of an Army Institute of
I request
Technology was
everyone
uppermost
to
in
keep
his
your
mind.
phones switched off. I request everyone to kindly settle down.
AIT was born.
सभी से निवेदन है, कृपया अपने फोन को बंद कर लें. कृपया अपने स्थानों पर बैठ जाएं.
For a great and enriching educational experience.
I also request everyone to kindly stand up when the chief guest arrives.
AIT has always been
मुख्य अतिथि के आगमन पर उनके आदर में अपने स्थानों पर खड़े हो जाएं.
Group of my peers, more than a third of them are running startups of their own, which is a really big deal.
The Army Institute of Technology has gone to great lengths to provide its students with a variety of facilities to ensure the best in education. From modern, well-equipped classrooms that deliver theoretical learning to modern labs encompassing various streams of engineering, instilling within the students the awe of the machine by giving them hands-on experience on various industry-grade apparatus, while teaching them the underlying principles behind the use of each and every one of them. Beyond engines and machines, students are introduced to the world of electronics, computers, and information technology. This helps build an understanding of logic and the thought that goes into developing software modules within the digital space. AIT works closely with a number of industries and organizations promoting research and development and incubating student projects to explore, enhance, and develop cutting-edge innovation in the space of motorized control, 3D environment simulations, and the enchanting space of robotics. As for sports facilities, AIT provides it all. Everything including basketball, cricket, football, badminton, tennis, and squash, encouraging students of both genders to develop good team skills
In engineering, everywhere in India, if you would see, you would find very few girls entering, maybe because of how people are about girls entering engineering or becoming doctors. But slowly, I think it is picking up. So 40 girls in our batch was a good number compared.
I would once again repeat. I would request everyone to keep your phone switched off.
I again request everyone to keep your phones switched off. I would request the students to keep silence. Everyone, please kindly keep your phones switched off. Chief guest is about to arrive. He's coming. Please keep silent, students. The General Officer is getting escorted by Cadet Aniket and Cadet Harshvardhan.
Ability is what you are capable of doing. Motivation determines what you do, but attitude determines how well you do it, said Bharat Ratna Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Good morning to one and all present here. On behalf of the entire AIT family, I, Abhishek Meel, final year mechanical engineering student,
and I, Ashna Ved, final year computer engineering student, extend a warm welcome to all of you present here on the 29th AIT Foundation Day. Our college, Army Institute of Technology, was founded in 1994, and our first batch is celebrating 25 years of graduation. Ever since, we have guided and have been guided to build a reputation of excellence. Taking our morning further and to begin with the function, we, on behalf of everyone present here, welcome our chief guest, General Manoj Pandey, PVSM, AVSM, VSM, ADC, Chief of Army Staff, Mrs. Archana Pandey, President of AVA, our guest of honor, Padma Bhushan Shri Baba Sahib Neelkant Kalyani, and we also very heartily wanted Mrs. Sunita Kalyani to come, but she happened to not come today. General Manoj Pandey, PVSM, AVSM, VSM, ADC, Chief of Army Staff, is an alumnus of National Defense Academy and was commissioned in December 1982 in the Corps of the Engineers, the Bombay Sappers.
In his 40 years of military career, he has tenated important and challenging command and staff appointments in different operational environments, which include command of an engineer regiment during Operation Parakaram, command of an engineer brigade in the Western Theatre as part of Strike Corps, an infantry brigade along line of control in Jammu and Kashmir, a mountain division in the high altitude area of Western Ladakh, and command of the corps along the line of actual control. The General Officer has served as Chief Engineer in the United Nations Mission in Ethiopia and Eritrea. He has also tenated the appointments of Additional Director General in the Military Operations Directorate at Army Headquarters, Chief of Staff Headquarters Southern Command, and Director General Discipline, Ceremonial and Welfare at the Army Headquarters.
He was Commander-in-Chief, Andaman and Nicobar Command from June 2020 to May 2021, and General Officer Commanding-in-Chief, Eastern Command from June 21 to Jan 22. The General Officer held the appointment of Vice Chief of Army Staff prior to assuming the appointment of Chief of Army Staff on 1st of May 2022. For his illustrious service, he has been conferred with the award of Param Vishishta Seva Medal, Ati Vishishta Seva Medal, Vishishta Seva Medal. The General Officer is the Colonel Commandant, the Bombay Sappers.
The college was set up when General B.C. Joshi, PVSM, AVSM, ADC, then Chief of Army Staff, saw the need for an engineering college for the wards of all ranks of the Indian Army. AIT started functioning from 1995, and since then, our students have continued to excel in all fields and leave their mark, be it technical, sports, cultural, or academics.
Before we proceed, let's begin this auspicious day by invoking the blessings of Goddess Saraswati by lighting the ceremonial holy lamp. I would like to request all the dignitaries, General Manoj Pandey, Mrs. Archana Pandey, Padma Bhushan Baba Saheb Kalyani, Chairman Major T.S. Benz, Mrs. Benz, to do the honors.
या कुन्देन्दु तुषार हार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युत शङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापा.
Thank you, everyone.
The AIT song was launched in 2019 during Silver Jubilee AIT Day. We present to you the official AIT song, a testament to the very spirit and disciplines of AITians.
भविष्य देश के लिए समर्पित हम AIT के छात्र महान, हम वीरों की संतान. हम AIT के छात्र महान, हम वीरों की संतान. पुण्य नगरी की गोद बसी है, दिल में AIT खूब सजी है. सजी है, खूब पढ़ाती, खूब सिखाती, AIT है बड़ी लुभाती. AIT है बड़ी लुभाती. हम AIT के छात्र महान, हम वीरों की संतान. हम AIT के छात्र महान, हम वीरों की संतान. AIT के विषय अनेक, आईटी कंप्यूटर साथ ही में, आईटी कंप्यूटर साथ ही में, ईएनटी भी जुड़ गई, होड़ लगी है इनमें ने, होड़ लगी है इनमें ने। हम एआईटी के छात्र महान, हम वीरों की संतान, हम एआईटी के छात्र महान, हम वीरों की संतान, सारे हमारे चमकते तारे, रक्षाभ्यम जन सेवा निहारे, रक्षाभ्यम जन सेवा निहारे, सागर माता पर लहराए, उज्ज्वल भविष्य से देश सवारे, उज्ज्वल भविष्य से देश सवारे। हम एआईटी के छात्र महान, हम वीरों की संतान, हम एआईटी के छात्र महान, हम वीरों की संतान, हम एआईटी के छात्र महान, 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 हम वीरों की संतान।
The performance was truly mesmerizing. The song truly lives up to our motto, Onward to Glory. Thank you for the great performance, team.
Brigadier Abhay Bhatt, our director, joined Army Institute of Technology in April 2017 after retiring from the Corps of Signals of the Indian Army. Brigadier Abhay Bhatt has acquired a B.Tech degree in Electronics and Telecommunications and an M.Tech in Computer Science from IIT Kanpur, a degree in Management from Savitribai Phule, Pune University.
He has a vast range of experience from different corners of the country and has been in various leadership roles during his 34 years of experience in the Indian Army. He has led the institute with zeal, passion and enthusiasm, taking AIT to newer heights. We would now request him to please come up on the stage and present the annual report for the year 2022.
Jai Hind and good morning. General Manoj Pandey, PVSM, AVSM, VSM, ADC, our Chief of Army Staff, Mrs. Archana Pandey, President, Army Wives Welfare Association of Indian Army, Padma Bhushan, Shri Baba Saheb Kalyani, our Chairman, Major General T.S. Benz, Mrs. Benz, all the defense officers present here, ladies, our friends in industry, our colleagues in academia, the alumni who are present here, especially of 1998 batch who are celebrating their 25 years of graduation, my dear colleagues, friends from the press who are here in large numbers, and dear students. Today, indeed, is a red-letter day for AIT. We have two patriots who are leaders in the respective areas of the nation. We are privileged that the Chief of Army Staff, General Manoj Pandey, is the chief guest of the function. Also honored that Padma Bhushan Baba Saheb Kalyani, who is a legend of Indian manufacturing, an icon of Atmanirbharta in defense manufacturing, has accepted to grace this occasion and accept the Lifetime Achievement Award. AIT was a product of the vision and dynamic efforts of the then Chief, General B.C. Joshi, and was launched in August 1994. The formal inauguration actually took place in February 1995. Initially, it had three streams: ENTC, computers, and mechanical. IT stream got added later in 2001. Our institute is affiliated to Savitribai Phule Pune University. All our undergraduate programs are NBA accredited and our institute is NAC accredited. Right now, our yearly intake is 360 in all the streams. While all these years the growth has been slow and steady, we are now poised to expand both horizontally and vertically, taking the intake to over 480 in next 2 years. Most important parameter for the success of a professional college is the quality of their placements. Our placements are undoubtedly the best in the region, competing with some of the colleges like College of Engineering, Pune. We had over 90% placements consistently over the last 5 years. The 2022 batch bagged an average CTC of rupees 14.7 lakhs. The current batch 2 has already achieved nearly 90% placements with an average CTC of 14.8 lakhs. This is in spite of the fact there is a huge distress and layoffs in IT and other technology industries. These achievements have been due to the persistent effort from Training and Placement Office, various student-oriented activities, vibrant clubs, the peer learning culture, which is part and parcel of the culture of AIT, and of course our brilliant students. We had launched our Innovation and Entrepreneurship Cell in 2019, which has been instrumental in supporting at least 6 student startups. One of them you will see during the tea time, some of whom have sustained till date and are currently at an inflection point. Some of our recent achievements include a feather in the cap has been the award of the research grant of rupees 7.46 crore by the National Security Council Secretariat to AIT in collaboration with the private research lab, 42 labs, for a critical and indigenous research and development project in the field of cybersecurity. This totally indigenous platform is being developed by this team and being monitored by the National Cybersecurity Coordinator. We are already in phase 3 of this project. We had the Best Academic Institution Award given by the World Education Congress, mostly due to our excellent placements. Our students have been winning a large number of hackathons and technical competitions across the country. Very recently, Indian Army had conducted a hackathon called Sainya Ranakshetram 2.0. AIT team stood second in the Capture the Flag event and were felicitated by the Chief of Army Staff. Our students have been doing very well in sports, especially at university level. The university squash team is entirely constituted of AIT players. Our faculty too have been flying the AIT flag high. Dr. Sangeeta Jadhav has recently been awarded the GOCNC Commendation Card on the Army Day 2023. Dr. Seema Tiwari has won International Excellence Award for contribution in research and teaching. Our alumni too are making us proud. You can see on the slide the alumni entrepreneur, Mr. Nitesh Rai, briefing the Prime Minister during the launch of National Logistics Policy on 17 September 22. Most of these achievements have been captured in a small brochure called Glimpses, which is being handed over to our guests. We are looking at a great future for AIT. We have recently formulated our academic growth plan for next 7 years or so. Apart from increasing the intake substantially in next 3 years, we are also aiming to develop centers of excellence in AI and robotics, electrical vehicles, cybersecurity, IoT, etc. Our ecosystem for startups and incubation, which is already in place, we will now want to expand it further. Other plans include establishing research centers for PhD students, starting technical skill-oriented short-term courses to target a larger population of students and ex-servicemen. We are now on the path of realizing our vision to be globally recognized technical institute, providing world-class education and research facilities to wards of defense personnel. I have come to the end of my report. I take this opportunity to congratulate all the award winners who will be presented with the award. Heartiest congratulations to the first batch of AIT on completing 25 years of their journey after passing out. Thank you all for being with us and being part of our celebrations. Onward to glory. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Your vision has truly always embellished our college experience.
Today, we are also proud to share that the pioneer batch of AIT is celebrating 25 years of graduation. They had the mammoth responsibility of having to represent the institution for the first time and set a benchmark for their juniors to look up to. Today, with us we have Mrs. Madhuri Trivedi from our batch of 1998. She graduated with a computer science degree, worked in the IT industry in HCL as Senior Manager Enterprise Service Organization and in the public sector in the capacity of Assistant General Manager, India Infrastructure Finance Company Limited, a central PSU under Ministry of Finance. I now invite her to give you a glimpse of achievements of the first batch of AIT.
Respected guests, Team AIT, and friends, it is indeed a privilege to stand in front of this august gathering. Our batch got the singular responsibility of establishing best practices in all arenas of academic excellence and co-curricular activities in AIT. With zest and vigor, students stepped into the sphere of inter-college fests and competitions. The very first participation by the college left a prominent impact on the organizers. It was clear from then on that AIT had arrived. With the first semester results of the institute, AIT emerged amongst the top engineering colleges under Pune University. The vision of the great late General B.C. Joshi, PVSM, AVSM, ADC had fructified. It was indeed a good start. Ladies and gentlemen, it is very nostalgic to stand in my alma mater after 25 years. 4 years of training received in AIT was the reason we learnt all ropes of life. As my batchmate from college and now my husband puts it, the world was at the cusp of numerous changes, and the biggest predicament was to survive and surf the rising tide. But thanks to the guidance by the AIT management, professors, and staff, we truly shaped up as young, confident engineers. Today, many of us have made a niche space for ourselves globally. Highlights of the achievements of the first alumni of AIT is displayed on the view foil. Dr. Anshudhar Jayal, MS and PhD from University of Utah, presently is Assistant Professor at IIT Ropar. Mr. Narendra Mehta, Senior Systems Architect, Apple. He holds 20+ patents. Mr. Tarun Mehta is Director of Solution Engineering, Next Labs, Singapore. Mr. Pankaj Saxena, ex-BARC official, presently is Associate Director of Mobilium India Private Limited. Mr. Vineet Malhotra, an equity research analyst, has held senior roles in JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs. Leaders in the public sector space are Dr. Yask, Mr. O.P. Singh, Mr. Roy, to name a few. Entrepreneurs who have made a mark for themselves are Ms. Priyanka Sachar and Mr. Roshan Khan. Lieutenant Colonel R.S. Chingwan, while commanding 67 Construction Engineering Company in South Sudan, received the Force Commander's Unit Citation. From this batch, almost 30 students joined the esteemed armed forces of our country. In the end, I, Madhuri Trivedi, on behalf of the first batch, would like to thank my alma mater, the Army Institute of Technology, in shaping our wonderful future. I sincerely hope we, the alumni of AIT, continue to contribute in ensuring the path of the future generation to be onward to glory. Jai Hind.
Thank you, ma'am, for enlightening us with such an insightful report.
Rabindranath Tagore once said, "Everything comes to us that belongs to us if we create the capacity to receive it." On this note, we would like to present the Successful Alumni Entrepreneur Award to Mr. Sameer Mani. Mr. Sameer Mani is an AIT alumnus of 1998 Electronics and Telecommunication Department. He is the CEO and founder of Collaboration Room.ai. This is a Washington, USA-based company. It provides a new way to engage and develop teams in a remote work environment. Increased engagement, high productivity, and better compliance are three main highlights of the solution and has signed over 25 enterprise customers. The product is doing 2 million minutes in collaboration and supporting over 2,100 plus enterprise agents on a month-to-month basis.
In recognition to this motivating journey, Army Institute of Technology Pune takes pride and pleasure to honor Mr. Sameer Mani with the citation Successful Alumni Entrepreneur Award 2023 on the occasion of our Foundation Day.
I now request our Chief Guest, General Manoj Pandey, PVSM, AVSM, VSM, ADC, Chief of Army Staff to come up on the stage and do the honors. I would request our Chairman and Director to escort the Chief Guest. Mrs. Trivedi will accept the award on behalf of Mr. Sameer Mani. I request Mrs. Trivedi to come up on the stage and accept the award. Please, ma'am. Sir, may I kindly request that you take a seat? Thank you, sir. Mr. Mani has shared his video message with us today. He has shared with us a few words of enlightenment about his experience in the industry.
Hello folks, my name is Sameer Mani. I'm a proud AIT alumni from the 1998 ENTC batch. To start with, I'm humbled and honored to be awarded the Successful Entrepreneur Award. Also, I couldn't be more excited to share it with you all. With any accomplishment, there are many others who have helped me get to where I am. My spouse, my two four-legged babies, my parents, my sister, my co-workers, but I would be amiss if I didn't say AIT had a lot to do with where I am today in shaping me both personally and professionally. Teachers like Prachi Sahai, Colonel N.I. Singh, Mrs. Kalavar, Bindale sir, just to name a few. I came to AIT as an immature teenager who was really struggling to figure out what I wanted to do in life, and I had no clue whatsoever. All I wanted to do was move away from my parents' house, listen to Bon Jovi, and thought that was life. The first year was probably the year I remember the most. Dorm living taught me how to adjust and live beyond the protected home that we were so used to. It was also challenging and exciting as we were trying to figure out how to do things ourselves without having a senior, guide, or mentor us. I'm proud to say I built some great friendships that till date I feel I can count on. Besides the world-class education that helped me establish myself when I left college, what I'm most proud about is, and thankful is, the life lessons that I learned while I was at AIT. It was an interesting time, new college, and having to adapt to the changes and the curveballs that get thrown your way. It is this learning that still helped me navigate through this journey of life. AIT shaped me from being that immature teenager to someone who had purpose and drive. It helped build confidence in me, which was so much lacking, and gave me the ability to compete in an ultra-competitive environment outside. I remember talking to my friend Huda, listening to Bruce Springsteen's Glory Days, and telling him, when we get older, we will look back at our college days and say, those were our glory days. That's a story that both of us remember very fondly. So here's what I would say to all you folks. Enjoy these moments while you're in college. There is no time like today, and there never will be, and you'll do great things in life. Don't be in a rush to get on to the next chapter, as what you have today is probably as great as it's going to be, and onward to glory.
Thank you, sir. It was enthralling to walk in your shoes for these few minutes.
We now have the Lifetime Achievement Award, which goes to Padma Bhushan Shri Baba Saheb Neelkant Kalyani, Chairman and Managing Director of Bharat
Director of the flagship company Bharat Forge Limited. Kalyani Group is a 2.5 billion US dollar conglomerate with over 10,000 global workforce. Bharat Forge Limited is a global leader in metal forming, having transcontinental presence across a dozen manufacturing locations.
Kalyani Group's defense vertical is focusing on areas like artillery systems, protected vehicles, armored vehicles, ammunition, missiles, and air defense solutions. He is the recipient of prestigious awards like Padma Bhushan, Order of the Rising Sun, Gold and Silver Star Japan, Cross of the Order of Merit Germany, and many other countries. He is Doctor of Science, Deacon's University, Australia, and IIT Kharagpur, and has done MS from MIT Boston, BE from BITS Pilani.
Shri Baba Kalyani's contribution to the Indian manufacturing industry is unparalleled. As a leading indigenous defense equipment manufacturer to soon becoming the leading artillery manufacturer in the world, each Indian is awe and proud of his achievements. In grateful recognition of this sky-high work, Army Institute of Technology, Pune takes pride and pleasure to honor Mr. Baba Saheb Kalyani with the citation Lifetime Achievement Award 2023 on the occasion of Foundation Day. Now, I would request Padma Bhushan Baba Saheb Kalyani to come up on the stage to receive the award. I request Chief of Army Staff to do the honors. Please, sir. I would like to request Mr. Kalyani to share a few words of wisdom with the audience. Please, sir. Yeah, please.
General Manoj Pandey, Chief of the Army Staff, Mrs. Archana Pandey, Major General T.S. Bains, Chief Signal Officer, Southern Command, Mrs. Bains, Brigadier Abhay Bhatt, Director of AIT, senior officers from the Armed Forces and Services, professors, people from industry, and my dear students. I deem it a great privilege and a great honor to receive this award, a very prestigious award bestowed upon me today by this great institution. I remember coming here almost 21 years ago in 2002 for a similar function when this institute was in its early days. While I thank and place on record my earnest gratitude to the members of the governing body of the Army Institute of Technology for selecting me for this year's award, I also view this as an acknowledgement for what we do in our organization, the contribution that we make to India's manufacturing sector, and the recent strides that we have made in creating indigenous capabilities in the defense and aerospace sector. I humbly receive this award and acknowledge this on behalf of all my colleagues, my family, who has been a great support to me, and all the people who work in our organization. Receiving this esteemed award at the hands of the Chief of Army Staff makes this the most special and cherished moments, not just for me personally, but also for all the employees and colleagues in our group. Yesterday afternoon, I had a meeting with the head of our artillery group and his team of engineers. The group had just returned from Pokhran after spending close to 50 days in Jaisalmer, demonstrating a mounted artillery gun system which was fully designed and developed by our own company and our own engineers at the Pokhran ranges to a delegation of army officials from a European country to whom we are exporting this weapon. The team spent over 50 days at the ranges, withstood the harsh winter conditions, and successfully demonstrated the gun. As a result, our capability to design, engineer, and manufacture best-in-class artillery weapons here in India, all by ourselves. I can claim with pride that the platform performed extremely well, and the visiting foreign delegation was completely satisfied and left with a sense of confidence that they have made the right choice of choosing a Make in India product and a Made in India solution for their country's strategic requirements. General Pandey, I would also like to particularly place on record the support, encouragement, and very valuable guidance our teams received from the Indian Army personnel who facilitated in demonstrating our products. It was truly a united effort without which we would not have been able to accomplish the successful demonstration of our product. Thank you very much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, it is purely this confidence and trust reposed by the Indian Armed Forces and the Government of India that the Indian industry is today a preferred solution provider, not just to our armed forces, but also emerging as a major exporter of advanced weapon systems to friendly foreign countries. This is in line with the Honorable Prime Minister's stated objectives of the transition for Indian industry and Indian defense system to become a net exporter from a net importer of products. And this is now beginning to gather tremendous pace. And I am very confident that by the turn of this decade, that is 2030, India and Indian companies will be at the foundation and forefront of the global defense and aerospace supply landscape. Let me now explain what is working in favor of India and why we believe that we are at an inflection point. And as engineers, all of you young men and women who are here, how we can play a constructive role in accelerating this transition to a developed country in what we all now call Amrit Kal, from today to 2047, when India will be 100 in terms of its independence. Dear students, we are dwelling through some very interesting times today, but there are several tailwinds in our favor in India, and I shall list 5 of them. 1, the economy. We just got the survey yesterday of what the Indian economy is likely to look in the next few years. As I'm speaking right now, I'm sure Mrs. Nirmala Sitharaman is reading out the budget in the Parliament. The world is engulfed with recessionary fears as per the economic survey that was released yesterday. India is expected to continue to register a 6 to 7% GDP growth, and thus retaining the tagline of the fastest growing large economy in the world, a very bright spot on an otherwise highly subdued global economic scenario. Second, structural reforms. Under the visionary leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, the Government of India in the last 6 to 7 years has carried out several structural reforms that have significantly improved the investment climate. Soft and hard infrastructure, rekindled the entrepreneurial spirit of an average Indian, and have thus laid the foundations to lead the country on a rapid growth trajectory. I would like to put it in another way. Not only rekindled the entrepreneurial spirit, but we have all Indians, more than 1.2 billion Indians, are connected emotionally and have created an emotional quotient within themselves in terms of where this nation is going. Third, technology-enabled manufacturing revolution. In the post-pandemic era, while the rest of the world is grappling with rising costs, India has demonstrated its ability to control inflation and remain competitive. But more than remaining cost competitive, India is relaying the foundations, the building blocks, by focusing on rapid deployment of digital technologies, creating a domestic electronics and semiconductor industry, and focusing on Industry 4.0, machine learning, AI, and all these future technologies. This has positioned domestic industry at the cusp of a digital revolution, enabling a manufacturing revolution which will establish India at the epicenter of the global supply chains. 4, India first diplomacy. The crisis in Europe and the emerging geopolitical alignments have forced every nation to be self-reliant. But the neutral diplomatic stand taken by the Government of India and the India first approach provides a distinct advantage to India to also emerge as a preferred and safe shoring destination to the rest of the world. I am doubly confident that we will emerge as the factory of the world, a strong alternative to our big neighbor in the north. And fifth, most important, and you will probably see a lot of this in the budget details that will come out before lunchtime, young India. While there are several other favorable indicators, the last one that I would cite is the large educated and digitally equipped pool of young working class population that India is creating and India has. You, the bright youngsters, engineers, medical and healthcare professionals, startup entrepreneurs, amongst others, offer a distinct competitive edge that no other nation in the world has today. You shall be the architects of emerging, modern, and a developed India. Engineers to play a constructive role in accelerating this transition. While today I am being felicitated for the contribution that I have made to the Indian industry and as an entrepreneur running operations across India, Europe, and the United States, at heart, I'm still an engineer, a passionate technocrat with a continuous craving for understanding technology and creating products that will fulfill my customers' needs today and in the future. Let me cite as a personal example. 25 years ago, 1996 was the time when we started our global push as a company. I visited a major German automotive company and expressed interest to supply a made-in-India crankshafts for their engines for their trucks. That is, in those days, was considered the most important component in a vehicle. In my first meetings, the Germans refused to believe that an Indian company could manufacture a sophisticated product like a crankshaft, and showed me the way out of our meeting room. I took it as a personal challenge to develop this product, and thanks to 4 years of continuous follow-ups and persistent efforts, we secured an order to manufacture a few prototypes. The German engineers were truly shocked to witness an Indian engineering company manufacture and supply the best in quality, superior product, and first time right in such a short time and highly competitive. This was the beginning of the transformation journey that shaped Bharat Forge and our dominance in the automotive components exports from India. Today we have more than 60% global market share on this product for almost all customers. Today we are in talks with our customers not just to supply components, but to emerge as a preferred engineer solution provider and a supplier of high technology products designed and made in India. Even in the defense sector, we have demonstrated with success our ability to design, develop, and manufacture what is normally called in the defense and services system as IDDM product, a whole gamut of artillery guns, specialty vehicles that address multitude of requirements of not only our armed forces, but armed forces in other countries in the world. What is the core of this success? Is the unique approach that we follow at our company. Whatever we do, we try to focus on understanding both the know-how and the know-why of the system. To simply rephrase, as engineers, we should first attempt to focus the application and science behind the product. As I have said earlier, you, the young engineers in this gathering today, are going to be the future foundation pillars of the emerging new India. And if we have to achieve this vision outlined by our Honorable Prime Minister of an Atmanirbhar Bharat, then it is it is imperative for India to be at the forefront of developing future technologies and attaining self-sufficiency in critical strategic domains such as electronics, semiconductors, defense manufacturing, aerospace manufacturing, space technologies, information and cybersecurity systems, precision healthcare, biosciences, precision agriculture, medical devices, many amongst others. As engineers, our collective focus should be to help India attain technical and technological self-sufficiency in futuristic domains, create products with full know-how and know-why, the ability to design, develop, and manufacture full systems, create products with full ownership of intellectual property. I personally believe that India is at an inflection point of rapid growth trajectory that will translate our economy into a $30 trillion economy by 2047. That is the Amrit Kal that I talked about. We are basically about to witness a very rapid economic activity being generated at unprecedented scale and speed, steering India to an innovation-driven economy and a superpower. My only regret is I should have been born 25 years later. Let us take this pledge to contribute to realize this vision of an Atmanirbhar and Sashakt Bharat. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir. Your words have helped all the students find many valuable lessons to keep today. Thank you.
Sir, if you would have been born 25 years later, India would have not been where it is today. As a tradition, AIT during Foundation Day honors some of its remarkable students who had excelled in the past 1 year. First up, we have Chief of Army Staff Trophy. This trophy is given annually to the best all-round outgoing student. This year, the trophy goes to Akash Bhati from the Department of Information Technology. Akash Bhati is currently working as a software engineer in Avalara Technologies, a globally renowned tax compliance and solution firm. During college, he was active in sports and also maintained an excellent academic performance by standing in the top 3 of his branch. He won various competitions and hackathons.
Now I would request Mr. Akash Bhati with his proud parents to come up on the stage to receive the award. I request the Chief of Army Staff to do the honors. Thank you, sir. Sir, we request you to stay on the stage for the upcoming few awards. Innovation is the unrelenting drive to break the status quo and develop a new where few have dared to go. With this thought, we would now like to give away the Rajput Regiment Trophy. To incentivize and encourage creative young minds, Lieutenant General Mohanty, the then Patron-in-Chief of AIT and Colonel of the Rajput Regiment, instituted a rolling trophy starting from January 2021. And this year, it goes to Abhinav Pratap Singh Chauhan, TEIT, for his project Mathesi Learn More with AI. It's an Indian version of ChatGPT to learn with YouTube videos. I would request Mr. Abhinav Pratap Singh Chauhan to come up on the stage to receive the award.
We now have the prestigious G. Rajashekhar Trophy. G. Rajashekhar was a student of the Mechanical Engineering Department and was a brilliant sportsperson that all of AIT took pride in. Due to an extremely unfortunate accident, he lost his life. To remember the bright sportsmanship spirit of G. Rajashekhar, AIT has honored its students with the G. Rajashekhar Trophy, which has been sponsored by his family members ever since. This year, it goes to Miss N. Bhavna from the Computer Engineering Department. I request Miss N. Bhavna and her proud father to come up on stage to receive the award. I request Chief of Army Staff to do the honors.
Next, we have the Best Research and Consultancy Award. This award is typically given to faculty who have successfully applied that knowledge through research or consulting. We also have Best Teacher Award. This award is given to a faculty who have made a significant impact on their students and have demonstrated a commitment to teaching and student learning. Both the awards this year have been secured by Professor Dr. Sagar Rane from the Department of Computer Engineering. I would request the Chief of Army Staff to do the honors.
Following, we have the Best Non-Teaching Technical Staff Award. This award is given to the staff member who has made immense contributions to the operation and maintenance of the technical and physical infrastructure of the institution. And this year, it goes to Mrs. Swati Salunke from ASGE Department. I request Chief of Army Staff to do the honors. Next, we have the Best Non-Teaching Staff Award. This award goes to the staff member who has made great contributions to the administration of the institution. And this year, it goes to Mr. Avinash Bhosle from the Administration Department.
I would now request our Chief Guest, General Manoj Pandey, PVSM, AVSM, VSM, ADC, and Chief of Army Staff to address the gathering. We look forward to hearing your insights and thoughts, sir.
Major General Bains, Chairman of the Management Committee, Padma Bhushan, Sri Baba Saheb Kalyani, CMD of the Kalyani Group, Brigadier Abhay Bhatt, the Director AIT, entrepreneurs from the industry present here, faculty, staff, alumni and students of AIT, distinguished guests, colleagues in uniform, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning and Jai Hind to each one of you. It is my privilege to stand here today on the occasion of the AIT Foundation Day amongst all of you. Looking at the young and energetic students that I see in front of me, actually I'm reminded of my own younger days that once spent at the National Defence Academy and subsequently in the Military Academy. So it's indeed very heartening to see such bright young faces, full of enthusiasm, full of energy and josh. I must mention that I was associated with the AIT, and I think it appeared on the viewfoil towards the beginning. It was as the patron about 5 years back when I was posted here in the Southern Command. And ever since I have been closely following the journey of the AIT as well as its achievements. At the outset, I wish to congratulate all the award winners who are present here today. And to start with Padma Bhushan, Sri Baba Saheb Kalyani, for accepting the Lifetime Achievement Award. And he needs no introduction, especially to those in Pune, because you all know his group has been at the forefront of Atmanirbhar initiative for defense technologies. I also wish to congratulate Mr. Sameer Maini, whom you heard, for receiving the Young Entrepreneur Award. And it is the alumni like him who are the motivating factor for the success of the AIT over the years. Congratulations also to all students for various other awards and trophies that you have won. I think the journey for all of you has just begun, and you have, I must say, made a great start. So keep it up. My special felicitations to the first batch of the Institute, which passed out in 1998 and are celebrating the silver jubilee of their graduation. We are indeed proud of your achievements, and especially those of you who are in the armed forces, which I am told is a fairly good percentage. Almost 1/4 of the batch, I am told, is serving in various arms and services of the armed forces. The Army Institute of Technology has evolved into an institute of excellence over the past years, and it is encouraging to learn that the graduating students secure attractive placements at par with some of the best engineering colleges of the country. And the director in his remarks or his report did give us those facts and figures. I'm also told that the institute figures in the top 200 engineering colleges as per the National Institute of Ranking Framework. It is also heartening to learn that a very large proportion of AIT alumni have taken to entrepreneurship and are running successful startups. The fact that over 200 of the AIT alumni are today placed in top multinational companies like Microsoft, Amazon, Google, and other fintech organizations is testimony to the quality of education provided by the Institute. I believe for the past 4 years, almost 10% of the graduating students have made it to these MNCs. As a feeder institute for young techno-professionals for the nation, AIT has been contributing and doing its part commendably well for the past 27 years. My compliments to the institution and its management. Besides striving for academic excellence, the institute has also focused on other aspects of individual growth and all-round development of students. I am aware that for the past 5 years, the students have done exceedingly well in various hackathon and national technical competitions. In the domain of sports, it is encouraging, and you heard the director tell us that the team has performed well at the university level, especially the achievements in the sport of squash. It is also heartening to know that the Institute has been participating and organizing a number of cultural fests and events, which is a very good sign. Dear friends, it is engineers and technocrats like you who are nurturing the nation's progression in the technological domain. You all are aware that the pace of emergence of disruptive and new technologies is very fast in today's world. Quantum computing, AI, machine learning, nanotechnology, 5G, and the Internet of Things, to name a few, are revolutionizing all sectors. The slogan given by the Honorable Prime Minister, Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, Jai Vigyan, and Jai Anusandhan, captures very aptly the contemporary reality and underscores the importance of research and development and innovation. The speed of current innovative technologies is immense. These have little historical precedent, as these are characterized by fusion of technologies, where the lines between the physical, digital, and biological spheres are becoming increasingly blurred. Almost all the technologies that I briefly mentioned have potential military applications and are beginning to impact modern-day warfare in a disruptive manner. The ongoing Russia-Ukraine conflict has brought to fore certain key facets, such as the impact of asymmetric warfare, the potential of information warfare, digital resilience, weaponization of economic mechanisms, communication redundancy, space-based systems, and many more, all driven by possession of technological prowess. Today's security, therefore, is founded on the technological edge over the adversary. No country is willing to share the latest state-of-the-art technologies. It is hence important to know that the security of the nation can neither be outsourced nor be dependent on the largesse of others. Self-sufficiency in critical technologies and investment in R&D is a strategic imperative that can no longer be ignored. The Indian Army is cognizant of all these realities. We have resolved to ensure that our capability development is based on the principle of self-reliance and leveraging niche technologies. And we are taking concrete steps on both these aspects. Capability development efforts are progressing and the edifice of our commitment on the vision of Atmanirbharta. We have responded to the need of the hour and the clarion call, powered by young, creative professionals like you within a short period of time. An entire new startup ecosystem supporting the defense industry has come up in the country. This is indeed very reassuring, through which the vision of Atmanirbharta is being realized. As regards niche technologies, I would like to elaborate a little further. In the Army, we have created centers for excellence to harness the potential of the niche technologies that I mentioned some time back. In-house development of software with AI engine has begun to feature in our battlefield surveillance and battlefield sensors. AI-based tool for satellite imagery is part of one of our key pursuits. We are also building gigabit networks by way of network for spectrum communication architecture and pushing in high throughput systems to the forward areas through higher capacity software defined radios. Innovation for defense excellence projects, one of the key government initiatives, are being pursued to leverage these competencies of startups, individual innovators, MSMEs, R&D institutes, and the academia. Currently, some key projects under the IDEX scheme entail quantum key distribution, UAVs, drones, counter-drone systems, and certain artificial intelligence systems. Blockchain technology is also being explored for efficient supply chain management. We are also in the process of training our rank and file in the field of cyber domain. These were just a few waypoints in our roadmap to shape the Indian Army into a modern, future-ready, technologically driven, lethal and agile force to be able to face the security challenges of the future in a more effective manner. Technology infusion and modernization will continue to remain an enduring pursuit for us. Therefore, avenues in a large number of technological domains are open to young, bright minds like you to step in and be a stakeholder in the capability development endeavor and architecture of the Indian Army. The canvas of opportunities also entails others' field, where you can contribute to core scientific competencies that the nation requires in non-military domains as well. Therefore, each one of you will play an important role in driving the nation's growth story and take it to newer heights. As future leaders of our country, you need to prepare and enable yourself now. In order to do so, I think you must endeavor to constantly understand adapt and leverage new concepts and practices. Your pursuit for knowledge must never stop. It is also essential to cultivate a degree of intellectual nimbleness so that you aim big and are ever ready to seize new opportunities. Here I would like to quote our Honorable late President, Sri APJ Abdul Kalam, who said, and I quote, "As a young citizen of India, armed with technology and love for the country, I realize a small aim is a crime," unquote. It is also very important for you to have dreams. You need to set them high and then strive hard to achieve them. Again, to quote Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, who said, "Dreams are not those which you see while sleeping, but dreams are those which don't let you sleep before fulfilling them," unquote. To the alumni present here this morning, I would like to say that your alma mater has equipped you well with the technical skills, but as you climb the professional ladder in your respective careers, you will be placed in important leadership positions. Leadership skills are equally or perhaps even more important than the technical skills. Even as you work in the world of machines, never lose the human touch, the empathy and compassion towards members of your team. I believe there is no substitute to knowing your team. Employing engagement, motivation, and tasking are not possible without this key leadership trait. In the Army, the leaders and the led develop a very close interpersonal relationship. And this assists us in working in unison and complete synergy to achieve organizational goals in line with the nation's aspirations. Thus is shaped a well-knit and mission-oriented fighting unit whose members are ready to even sacrifice their lives for the nation. And that is the power of leadership, teamwork, and camaraderie. I am happy to learn that the alumni take interest in influencing and facilitating good placements for the AIT graduates, and I think it is an extremely noble cause to undertake. To the student fraternity today, my message would be cherish and make the most of your time here. Gain knowledge, imbibe the strong values of your gurus, shape for yourself a strong character, and march ahead with confidence to become good citizens of our great country. Know of this, and I'm sure that the AIT will grow in the years to come. In the end, I would like to compliment the director and the faculty for their contribution in making AIT an institute of repute. Your commitment and contribution plays a significant role in grooming of young engineers that the nation needs. I also thank the management committee for organizing such a wonderful and inspiring function. At the highest level of the Indian Army, it will be our endeavor to support and encourage all activities of the Institute under the aegis of the Army Welfare Education Society. May success and happiness be yours in the years to come. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. You've had a very inspiring journey. We request you to stay on the stage to exchange the mementos.
May I now request the Director of AIT to present the mementos to the Chief of Army Staff as a token of remembrance of AIT. The Chief of Army Staff has himself expressed the wish to present a memento to AIT. I request the Director to accept the same. AIT will cherish this moment forever. Thank you, everyone. As we now approach the end of the ceremony, I would like to call on stage our chairman, Major General T.S. Benz, to come up on the dais and give us the vote of thanks.
A very good morning to all the distinguished guests, faculty, staff members, and students present here today for the AIT Foundation Day. At the outset, on behalf of each and every member of the institute present today, I would like to express my sincere thanks to our chief guest, General Manoj Pandey, PVSM, AVSM, VSM, and ADC, our Chief of the Army Staff. It was very gracious of you, sir, to have accepted our invitation and honoring us with your august presence today. I can only say that for all those who are present here, it's a matter of great pride. Rightfully, as the director had brought earlier, today is a very special red letter day for our institute. Sir, your thoughts have truly inspired us. I am absolutely confident that our students have been hugely motivated by your presence as well as your encouraging words, and will try and live up to your expectations. The institute today is also fortunate to have Padma Bhushan Mr. Baba Saheb Kalyani, CMD of Bharat Fauj, a great patriot amongst us. I would like to thank him for accepting the Lifetime Achievement Award and being here with us this morning. It is leaders like you, sir, that make India great and inspire the youth of the nation. Thank you, Mr. Sameer Mani, CEO and founder of collaborationroom.ai, an AIT alumnus of the 1998 batch, who joined us virtually from the US for accepting the successful Young Alumni Entrepreneur Award. I assure you that many students present here today are looking to follow you in your successful footsteps. Heartiest congratulations are also due to all the award winners. All your accomplishments are truly noteworthy, and AIT is proud of you. I am thankful to the defense officers and veterans who have graced this special occasion, and your mere presence is inspirational for our students. Special thanks are also due to the industry leaders and representatives who are a great support to AIT. And let me again reiterate, a great support to the AIT and have been a part of our journey since the last 28 years. It is your support which has enabled us to climb the ladder of success. My sincere gratitude to each and every one of you for being here and making the AIT Foundation Day a wonderful, memorable, and a joyous occasion. Thank you once again for joining us. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable words.
Now I would request all the award winners to move towards the entrance gate of the academic block for a group photo with our chief guest. I request other guests and faculties to proceed for high tea towards the right of Raman Theatre as guided by our student volunteers. All the students other than award winners will be seated in Raman Theatre only for the second half of the award ceremony.
This is Ashna
and Abhishek
signing off. Over to